Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Scuffed podcast ran by two goofy teenagers. I, Etienne, am one of them, and my co-host here, Dean, is the other. Today is our very first pilot episode, and it is just going to be an overall summary of our lives, introducing ourselves, and our overall goals for this podcast.
That's right. I'm Dean. I'm 17. I've been raised in the town that we both live in for pretty much all my life. Never have gone much outside of that. Gone to the high school we are going to be calling Bugatti, and been friends with this guy for a long time now, for sure. And we're excited to do this. I've always been interested in content creation, so this is one of my big hobbies, side project, and so I'm happy to be doing this, and especially with my best friend.
Hi, I'm Etienne, and yes, this is my best friend. It has been for who knows how long. Way too long. And Dean just kind of told me, hey, let's do a podcast. I was like, sure, why not? And I've always thought it'd be fun to do content creation. But a little bit about me. I love skiing and gaming and anime. So there you go.
Fair enough. Man, I'm a big baseball fan. We're both kind of big into football, yeah? And hockey. That's kind of just ourselves, or the Scuffed podcast. Duo, two goofy teenagers. I guess I was the one that originally had this idea for the podcast. And so I guess I can share what the podcast, the idea where the podcast came from. I was just listening to just a podcast and was thinking, can you move your foot, by the way? Yeah, thanks. I was thinking, hey, why do I not do that? And there was no reason for me. I've got the gaming set up, and so
So I guess I just wanted to talk about an overall, the idea for this podcast is just talking about our life experiences, especially as it relates to high school and just overall social life, because we grew up in this liberal arts school, which just means that you take a wide variety of classes, which all range from advanced mathematics to humanities to theater and art, and we do orchestra and have been doing orchestra for 7 years now. But what arises from that is you find a lot of fun, really crappy teachers, a lot of fun teachers, and just a lot of funny stories ranging from people who hate school, from doing our concert that we do every year, to being told to write an apology letter to a school because we threw a banana around a bus and had to clean the school for an entire week. So it's just going to be a lot of different funny stories, and we'll be having topics every week and having guests, ideally, of our friends and other things.
And I guess, the vision for this podcast that we have is that it's not going to be super big. It's going to be low-key. We're both seniors at our high school, Bugatti, and we just wanted to make good memories, and we wanted this podcast to be something that we could reflect on and enjoy about our high school stories and life in general. We kind of just wanted this to be low-key. We do greatly appreciate those who listen to this or who will or going to listen or will listen to this podcast. We greatly do appreciate it. You could be doing anything else right now, and you're choosing to listen to us, so we greatly appreciate it. That was kind of the vision for our podcast. Any insight on that?
No, I mean, like I said, Dean just kind of wrote me in, and I was like, sure, why not? It'd be a fun idea, and hopefully this will be something that we can look back on and just laugh about, and I think it'll be good to document all of our memories and just get the overall wide view from our friends and ourselves and get different views of things. I think overall, this is going to be a fun podcast. Hopefully, it's to listen to get some laughs, maybe get some insight into high school since we are almost done with it. Yeah.
Let's see. I guess the general summary of high school overall, Etienne kind of brought this up well. Basically, as he said, we are Bugatti is a liberal arts school, and we have a lot of good stories. I mean, when you think of liberal arts, you might think it's a boring school that just only focuses on mathematics, literature, humanities, and kind of those stuck-up preppy schools. But we've got a lot of funny stories and a lot of good insight that we've gotten over the school, and some good stories, some sad stories, just stories that hopefully any high school or teenager listening to this can just relate to, laugh along, relate to.
Yeah, and I think you touched on all the points of our high school. Well, it's what we've learned is we've seen a wide variety of subjects and a wide variety of teachers and a wide variety of funny stories as it relates to each different class. And ideally, every week we can come up with a different topic and have stories, and something interesting happens every day at Bugatti. It's a funny thing. As boring as it may sound, we're all a very laid-back group, and we all we know how to have a fun time. I hope that reflects.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got our high school covered. We just want to thank you all for listening to this very scuffed podcast. Ran by two goofy teenagers. We do greatly appreciate you listening. Of course, if you want to, there's no pressure. We're just doing this as a hobby, not as an actual way to make money. We both have jobs and we both work side hustles, shoveling, raking, yard work, you kind of name it. But if you want to give us a follow on Spotify, rate us 5 stars. This will be on YouTube channel as well. So if you're listening on to the YouTube side, please like, subscribe. Don't have to, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You got anything else, Etienne?
I just want to thank everyone who will listen and might listen to this very first, very scuffed episode. And I hope that everyone has a wonderful day or evening. And just enjoy yourself, and we'll be back next week.